Hello guys, welcome back to my channel or welcome to my channel. Today we are at the r/ traumatize them back, and we are looking at our first post from MortynMurphy. It says, "You are my mother, not my friend." Okay. It was timed on the matched energy, so let's get down to it. It says, "I am your parent, not your friend." Anyone with a boomer set of parents has heard that particular phrase before, and surface level, I do agree with the idea that parents should not be trying to win their children's affection by being cool or having lax rules. But my parents, like most, didn't really have the emotional nuance necessary necessary to wield this idea gracefully. They hammered this idea home every time I expressed hurt or unhappiness, not when I was pushing their boundaries. They also love to say, "I love you, but I don't have to like you right now," when I did act out. If I said that the way I was being helped with my homework was not actually helpful, then I was being disrespectful and got the "I am not your little friend's" speech, just to name a few examples. Time rolls on, and like most millennials, I sort of checked out of our relationship. I am fulfilled and supported emotionally outside of my family, like I always have been. I love my parents. I spend an appropriate amount of time with them and just accepted that I am one of those families. I am an only child, so I get lonely sometimes, but it's fine. I love each we love each other, but I have accepted that I will not get the emotional support that most people get from their families. Well, my father got sick, like really sick. My husband and I stepped up and took care of my family. But after his passing, my mom has started to realize how distant I am. She wants a still magnolias esque relationship moment between us and has been trying to force one since my father died last November. Notably, she only wanted that after all the attention from everyone has died out post funeral. 4 months after my father's passing, she started sloppily probing about how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, how I'm managing my grief. Excuse me. Um, why is she trying to do that now? You never fostered this kind of relationship with your kid. What? Oh, okay. Let's get on with it. There's so many things going on in my head, but yeah, this Obi's family is not an isolated case. Every boomer, every boomer, not every, but most boomers I know, in short, most parents I know, yeah, even around here too, it's same thing. It's it's almost everywhere. Well, for the most part, I don't really see other parents that have done this actually trying to emotionally connect with their emotionless kids later in life. At least, who knows what goes on behind closed doors? Because, yeah, unless someone tells you this is how my family is in that aspect, you'll not really know. You can only speak from your own experience. Yeah. Anyway, my father and I had a complicated relationship, but I did love him a lot. I've been grey rocking my mother since I was 20, so after 12 years of experience, it comes easy to me. We have a sort of list of acceptable topics that I refuse to stray from. Finally, she got tired of the "good, staying busy" plus topic of change as my response during one of our scheduled phone calls. She snapped at me to just be honest with her about how I was doing and if I was missing him at all. My response my response was that "you are my mother, not my friend." The silence over the phone was palpable. She made an excuse to get off the phone, and that was that. Edit to add, there was more context to our relationship that made these types of comments a cherry on top of a poopy Sunday. You can find it in my comments. I don't like typing out very much. I wanted to go to family therapy a couple of times in my 20s, but they declined. It is what it is. I love my mother and I will make sure she's comfortable and taken care of. We speak a couple of times a week and have dinner a couple of times a month, but I am not one of her little friends either. They made their choices and I can't pour from an empty cup. Yeah, you see, when it comes to raising kids, it's also garbage in, garbage out. I remember they used to say this thing when we were little about when they were like teaching us how to handle computers and stuff, how to like surf the internet, part of computer training basics in our school back then. They'll tell you garbage in, garbage out. What you put into the computer is what you get out. It's same thing with kids. Although we should not be liking kids to computers, but yeah, it's how you train your kid. That's exactly what they learn. Except maybe they learn things outside, but what you gave your kid is what you get from that kid when that kid is an adult and you, so to speak, becomes the kid. So yeah, if you train your kid to be I'm not going to handle this kid's emotional well-being, and you just shut them down and say stupid statements like I am not one of your little friends, you get that back. By the time you need a friend as an adult, your kids will just essentially be looking at you like, where is this one coming from now? And yeah, they are not wrong. They are not wrong. You can't give someone rice and beans and be expecting something that was made in France. It's not possible. So yeah, this is exactly what the parents taught this kid. They don't handle other people's emotional baggage. Like, it's your child. You're supposed to be their safe space for them to be able to express themselves. While you actually discipline them, you can discipline them and show that you love them and you're ready to tackle whatever emotional stress that they're having. Yeah, you can do all that and not break character as the adult. You can. It's not an impossible task. It's not. If you can't handle all that, maybe don't have kids. You don't be treating kids like you have a platoon in your house and those are your tiny little soldiers that you can just boss around, and you give somebody a tiny pinch of soap and be like, go wash the whole house, and you expect that magic to happen. It's not possible. It's whatever you give your children, that's what you get. So yeah, OP is not wrong. And a lot of parents do this. A lot of parents do this. Like, I don't know, for some reason, when I was growing up too, people were making it sound cool. Like, for you to say that to your child, like, I am not your friend, I am your parent. Like, they want to sound cool. No, that was super cringy. Because if you're not friends with your kid, you're hurting yourself. You're not hurting anyone. Your kids will go and make friends outside. It is you that will need the kid later that will be looking for them. It's never the other way around. You just hurt that kid's emotion at that particular moment. But in the long run, you're hurting yourself. It's that simple. And many of the boomers don't get this. That is why there's a rift between a lot of millennials and boomers, because that relationship, that time you're supposed to form the relationship with your child when they were little, you cut it off because you want to be the cool parent. That is not really cool. You're just cringy. You shut down your kid emotionally. Now they don't have any emotional space for you, and you feel hurt. You get what you get. It's that simple. So guys, please put your comments, your opinions, how you say this. Are you from a home like this? Because, yeah, a lot of people were raised like this. I would love to know in the comment section below. And oh, okay. Until the next post, which is from Gayforager. Okay, it says, can he get out of the way? The old, does he take sugar? Um, okay, what I understand a little about this bracket is that does he take sugar means like you you play down somebody just because maybe they are handicapped or something, like maybe they're using like a wheelchair, and then you behave to them like they're suddenly very stupid, and you need to talk to the person that accompanied them to a particular place in order for them to like interpret it to the person that is disabled. that that is very rude. That is rude. But anyway, let's get down to it. This was termed under nuclear revenge. Oh my, this is going to be spicy. Okay, let's get down to it. It says, many years ago, my father, who was himself disabled, had two best friends, one of whom had a right leg amputee at the hip. Stan was a great laugh and had a dry sense of humor. He mainly walked about on crutches, but if he was going out shopping for a longish time, he would use his wheelchair. I was back from university one Christmas and bumped into him in the doorway of a music shop. Now, I'll be first to admit we were in the way, but this gentleman came up behind me, tapped me on the shoulder, and said, can he get out of the way? Wait, so you didn't tell the person with the wheelchair? Sorry about that. So you didn't tap the person with the wheelchair that, please, can you get out of the way? You tap the able-bodied one beside him, because just to make that person on the wheelchair feel smaller. No, you deserve what you're about to get, I guess. Wow, this is just so rude. Anyway, he said, can he get out of the way? Stunned, I turned around and said, sorry, what was that? And he repeated, can he get out of the way? Oh God, this is just annoying. I turned to my dad's mate, winked, and began a tirade of abuse. Get out of the way, you lazy basket! Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Sat on your ass while this poor man has to walk everywhere. How dare you block this man on his Christmas shopping? Oh my God. He played his part brilliantly by apologizing to the standing guy and softly saying, I'll get out of your way right away, sir, and made a huge play of moving his wheelchair with difficulty. This is crazy. At this point, the gentleman behind was dying of embarrassment. No, I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to. Oh, never mind. Ignore me. I'll come back later. And with that, he turned and hurried away. If I'd have, if I had said what? Sorry, if he had said, "Can you mind out of the way?" we'd have apologized and moved out. But the old, does he take sugar? Assumption scenario. He's in a wheelchair. He's not deaf or stupid. He can talk if you speak to him. You can get out of, okay, he can also get out of the way if you tell him to get out of the way. Or even better, just ask him politely. Like, oh my God. Some people are rude. Some people are really, really rude. Just because he's in a wheelchair doesn't mean if you speak to him, he cannot respond. His ears doesn't need wheelchair. His ears are not on crutches. His legs are bad. His brain is working fine. Oh my god. Some people, anyway, he got what he got. Like, he deserved that. He deserved that 100%. And the top comment says, "Oh, I hate when able-bodied people turn to literally anyone else for info about a disabled person. I might not be in a wheelchair, but the words 'I am autistic, not stupid' are brought up way too effing often. Glad you are such a good sport. Yeah, you are such a good support, though. Love that you can add lib poop like that on the spot, and not everyone can do it. It seemed to work wonders of getting through to those ignorant efforts." Yeah, it's true. The way he just quickly that was classic improv. That was awesome. Oh, no. Guy, no, that guy, I'm pretty sure he left his house that day with his obnoxious self, and he never imagined that things like that could happen. He'll probably go back home and look at himself in the mirror twice and be like, maybe I woke up on the wrong day. Wow, okay, that was good. That was really good. The replying comment says, "I had an employee back in the 90s that had downstairs syndrome." They mean Down syndrome. She once said, "I am retarded, not stupid." Oh my god. I love this employee. She's awesome. Wow. Although the hard are this the word retarded is not a good word for people that are disabled, but she is saying it, reclaiming that word. That was awesome. That was really awesome. And someone said, "See, downstairs took me a second. They may not be stupid, but I sure am." Yeah, yeah. When they say downstairs syndrome, you might not really get it exactly, unless you know exactly what syndrome they were talking about. But that was awesome. That was cool. Yeah, no, people should be respectful of one another. It's not hard. It's not hard. Like, it's something that should come natural to everyone. It's not only children we teach this. We teach it to adults too, which is shameful because you're supposed to learn it as a kid. How you look at someone that is obviously maybe having a disability and you just assume that now they are just drooling from the brain. If you say hi, they will not even understand what that is. Like, if this guy had just said, "Please, can you get out of the way?" The wheelchair user will quickly look for a way to shuffle around to make way for the guy. But no, let me talk to this able bodied man because that man is disabled, so he cannot understand me. That is weird. That is really, really weird. I'm sorry, guys. My throat is behaving weird. Okay, yeah, that is super weird. You're not supposed to behave like that. That is completely rude. So, yeah, that's my opinion, and that's the opinion of the Redditors. So, I'd love to see your opinion down in the comment section below, and opinions about the overall audio of my videos. Anything I want to see. Constructive criticism, but no insults. No insults, no hurtful speech. If you're here for that, there's so many YouTube channels for you. Don't be here. So, yeah, we love good people, not poopy people. So, until the next video, I'll see you guys. Oh, guys, remember, like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.